Whether you're with someone or not, decide what kind of person you want to be and be true to it. Being the star of your own emotional solar system means that you are not in need of love. You can develop an internal magnetic field that draws admirers like natural orbits rather than chasing far-off planets. As a result, confidence becomes your power of attraction to others without the need for supplication or expectations, just as the moon is drawn to the earth by its gravity. We are aware that love, conquering, or even sustaining a relationship calls for attention and dedication. It also necessitates showing the loved one empathy and patience. Above all else, though, you have to be yourself in order for a relationship to be real and happy. This video delves into the complexities of love, equating it with Stoicism and redefining the search for relationships as a dance of self-worth, trust, and most importantly, self-awareness. In addition, we will explore personal growth, where every decision has an impact and shapes our course. Keep in mind that, just as stars change over time, so too may we evolve into our brightest selves, which will help us draw and keep partnerships. Before we get started, I want to ask that you remain strong and maintain your focus. Please follow this video through to the finish. All of the content is vital. Remind yourself to subscribe to the channel and use the like button. Because of social media and technology, we are more isolated from society than ever before, especially when it comes to face-to-face interactions. This makes building meaningful relationships even more difficult in this day and age. Although Stoicism does not particularly address romantic relationships, we will discuss in this video how Stoic principles might help you identify and understand patterns that might be influencing your decision to find a life partner. Therefore, by being aware of what is going on around you, you may better prepare yourself to reach your objectives in life. As a result, I advise you to always put rationality above sentimentality while looking for someone who shares your values deeply. To do this, we must deconstruct the idea of love at first sight. Romances and romantic films have contributed to the popularization of this idea by showing love as an impulsive, emotional event that is primarily attributed to physical attraction or an unexplainable hidden chemistry. Don't allow this fantasy fool you. Neither your thoughts nor societal trends should. Love is not something that just appears in the sky. It isn't a shiny object that you can find and take up like a treasure off a trail. Rather, it resembles a garden that requires attentive cultivation. It takes a lot of effort, perseverance, patience, time, and most importantly, trust. This explains why the breakup of true love, particularly in situations involving betrayal, may be so agonizing. Being able to distinguish between genuine love, obsession, and basic physical attraction is essential. When we misunderstand these ideas, relationships can become toxic and troublesome, and parting ways with someone can become an enormous task. Deep, long-lasting emotional harm can result from this uncertainty, and many people occasionally find themselves trapped in this depressing state for years or even till the end of their lives. In its most basic form, true love is about appreciating and respecting the worth and character of the other person. It's about valuing and loving your spouse for who they are becoming as well as for who they are right now. This is the foundation of a Stoic partnership as well as any happy, fulfilling partnership. Recall that the relationships you decide to build have a significant impact on your happiness and general well-being. Permit me to remind you that love needs to spread from oneself to one's partner as well. In its most basic form, true love is treating the other person with the same respect and love that you give yourself. In a similar vein, reciprocity is expected from both parties. The practice of responding justly and generously in return for the good that we get from others is known as reciprocity in Stoicism. It is regarded as a necessary virtue for societal existence. Stoics hold that since we are all a part of a greater society, we need to act in ways that are mutually beneficial. Therefore, reciprocity fosters harmony and collaboration among individuals by allowing us to acknowledge and show our gratitude for what we receive from others. Despite its broadness, this idea is highly applicable to the lives of couples. Hence, by acting with reciprocity, We show the other person our appreciation and acknowledgement, fortifying the relationships that are crucial to a happy life together, or even to win over someone with whom we are interested in a romantic relationship. When you're in a relationship, ensure that it's a privilege for both of you. Never offer someone more of yourself if they aren't prepared to return the favor. Maintaining a healthy heart requires you to preserve yourself, respect and value yourself, and know when to let go, even if it's a hard process. Remember that if you are unhappy and the other person's behaviors continue to cause you pain, even after you have spoken to them about it and nothing changes, the suffering will only worsen and you will gradually lose your own respect. Your brilliance disappears. Love yourself, respect yourself, and learn when and if to end it as a result. Keep in mind that time has the amazing power to mend even the most severe wounds. Although there will be wounds, they won't last forever, and you can't make people change. You are the only one who can alter. If someone isn't ready to go on that personal journey, you can't expect them to change. I encourage you to put the tenets of Stoicism to use if you find yourself in this circumstance. Try not to dwell on the things you cannot alter. Keep your head held high and move on from everything that isn't making you happy anymore. Your transient emotions and sentiments are far smaller than you. The choice of how you respond to a breakup is entirely yours. You have the option to keep your head up, take what you've learned from it, and go forward on your path with more insight. You could be asking now how to pick a life mate. The most frequent error is putting an excessive amount of emphasis on appearance. Of course, I'm not arguing that physical appeal is unimportant. It's an essential piece in the puzzle of relationships and crucial to the survival of our species. But physical attractiveness is ephemeral. Therefore, you shouldn't let it be your primary criteria when looking for a mate, since genuine values, inner beauty, and personality are more valuable for a long-lasting and healthy relationship than outward beauty, which eventually fades. As I've already indicated, physical attractiveness and youth pass, so if your relationship is built solely on these factors, you'll undoubtedly come to regret it later. Strive for a relationship that is long-lasting and transcends the surface. Hold steady and strong as the years go by. Refrain from being fixated on finding the most wanted individual who is physically flawless. You cannot change the past by today's standards, but you may envision the future. Try to project what a relationship might look like in a few years by engaging in this mental activity. Focus your focus on finding a life partner who is very intelligent in this way. Pick someone who has the potential to be your greatest friend, a reliable confidant, and a rock in times of difficulty, because that time will come. Seek out a partner with whom you feel secure enough to build a family and feel comfortable having children. This advice is gender neutral and relevant regardless of whether this is your present plan. Realizing that no one is flawless and that looking for the perfect companion as depicted in movies would simply restrict your possibilities and close doors to opportunity is vital. Refrain from concentrating all of your attention on one individual, particularly if they don't seem interested in you. We occasionally give our best to folks who don't even deserve our affections or acknowledge them. In an effort to win their approval, we may sacrifice aspects of our true selves and waste important time. In accordance with Stoic philosophy, we cannot control or coerce another person's feelings toward us. Instead, we must learn to accept what is out of our control. Keep in mind that there are a lot of people in the world, and being told no only means that one individual didn't think you were worth it. In actuality, you are not losing out or getting turned down. Rather, it may just be an indication of incompatibility that you're not aware of right now but will eventually recognize and even value. Therefore, try not to give up. Don't give up. There are many people in the world who genuinely respect and admire your talent and honesty. You have more opportunities than you realize. Keep in mind that you get closer to your goal with each piece of knowledge you acquire. Indeed, it will alter your course in life. Emperor Marcus Aurelius, renowned for his discernment and devotion to Stoic philosophy, was married to a woman of commensurate emotional and intellectual ability. As a pair, They were among the most renowned and powerful in Roman history. Faustina was the emperor's lifelong partner and equal in many ways, not just his spouse. Their correspondence and the state decisions they took jointly demonstrated the depth of their connection and mutual appreciation. Marcus Aurelius and Faustina's relationship served as evidence of the Stoic values they shared and upheld. They embody temperance, justice, bravery, and knowledge in their daily lives. The tenets of Stoicism, both in their personal and governmental relationships, confronted hardships together, remaining composed and reasonable in the face of both personal and governmental upheavals. Despite being an emperor, Marcus Aurelius had to deal with the continual pressure of ruling the Roman Empire, in addition to the loss of several of his children. Throughout it all, he turned to his wife for comfort and encouragement. However, there were problems and gossip in their relationship. These were charges. Nevertheless, Marcus Aurelius always stood up for her and never let the hurtful remarks of others undermine their bond. The Stoic virtues of moral bravery and commitment are exemplified by this act of unflinching faith. From a Stoic standpoint, love is an intentional decision. We may all learn to love in this way, just like Marcus Aurelius and Faustina did, by selecting our mate based on qualities like his character, integrity, and the capacity to be a true life companion rather than just looks or financial standing. These are the items that are genuinely valuable and durable. Tell us about your romantic experiences in the comments section, and let us know if this video was helpful in any way. If you like this video, remember to put a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.